Thank you for joining us once again. We are taking a spotlight on matters agribusiness, and in studio I have the Nyambene Miraa Association Chairman Kimanthi Munjuri, who will be talking about the Miraa business in Kenya. We understand Somalia yesterday issued two statements. One that was purported to be lifting the ban on Kenyan's Miraa, and the next one they were reinstating the ban. So where is the Miraa sector heading to with these two-sided statements from Somalia, which is Kenya's biggest Miraa market? Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good. So we start on Somalia banning and lifting and rebanning. Where are we? What's the latest that you have today?
Actually, it's the Minister for Finance, government of Somalia. He under pressure on the day before yesterday, and he announced that the Somali citizens were all allowed to bring in Miraa from anywhere as long as they earned a trade license, a license from the Ministry of Trade, government of Somalia. Let the viewers know it is the government of Somalia, because some people are confusing that it's the government of Kenya. No. So our traders, the importers of Miraa in Somalia, have been complaining that only one person, who is the brother to the president, has the license to bring Miraa into that country. And they went and they were addressed by that minister. He told them no, any citizen has the right to bring in Miraa as long as you have the license. And that Miraa can come from anywhere. They call it cat. It can come from anywhere. The only suppliers who can be included in the anywhere are Ethiopia and Kenya. We got that news, and the jubilation started. We knew the embargo, the restriction had been lifted. We, as an association, we informed the same to all our members, and actually even our leaders and even the news people. We told them, oh, it's over. Of course, the government of Kenya, the officials were worried about it. They did not understand where it had come from. It was just like from the blues. But it was a good thing for all of us. It has been like 11 months since we exported legally to that country. And everybody in Meru started celebrating, and those of us who facilitate the trade also started preparing our equipment, to even recalling laborers from wherever they are. Most of them at home. To come back, we prepare to resume work. So we told the people in Somalia to go to where they had been instructed to. The importers go to the Ministry of Trade and get the licenses that the ministers talked about. The air operators, those that carry our Miraa, aircraft owners, also apply to the Ministry of Transport for permission letters to access Somalia airspace. And that is it. We started the preparations. Early yesterday, we started getting complaints from everybody that the licenses are not coming through. And the minister said very categorically, if you have a problem, come back to my office. We told them, go to his office. And it's when, out of nowhere again, he convened another press conference and said, no, let me clarify. Apparently, I left something out, which was not very clear. The Miraa you are supposed to be applying to bring is Ethiopian chat or cat, not Miraa from Kenya. He said Kenya, they still have some issues unresolved with us, and that is what happened. We were one point up the sky, the next point we were back here. It has been a long journey. Unfortunately, it is not real. Yes.
Well, I would make us understand when such directives are made. Was there an official letter, probably an official communication, or are we depending on what the minister tells the press briefing?
Yes, there should be some official communication. It's called a NOTOC. It's a notification to air operators. That is what should come from the Ministry of Transport, that now you can access Somali airspace from Kenya carrying Miraa. That should have come. And that is why in our communication on our Facebook page, we said there are too many gaps in this whole matter. That there are things that we have to go through before we actually can confirm that the restriction has been lifted. One was to receive that communication, the no talk. The second was for the importers to start having their licenses actually renewed by the government. And the third was the air operators to be given that go ahead by receiving their permission letters to access Somalia airspace. Maybe there shouldn't have also been an official communication to the government of Kenya, but none of that ever happened. So it was just maybe wishful thinking. We have really suffered for a long time. Any kind of relief or re-access to that market would have been very welcome. Yeah.
Recently, the Minister for Agriculture, Peter Amunga, had said there were talks were going on. I don't know, has the association been updated on any talks that have been going on in this country?
Just like the brief by the Minister for Finance, Somalia, we are hearing that from the press. We have not been involved in any talks. We've had groupings organized ourselves into various committees. We've been taken to various offices, especially by the governor of Meru, and sometimes the MP for one of our regions, Egembe North, Maore Mauka. We've gone to the CS Interior, whom we met on behalf of the president. We've after that gone and done long talks with PS for trained Ambassador Maina, Waweru, I think he's called, and even the cabinet secretary for trained Madam Betty Maina. That is as far as we know. But in our own means, we interact with these offices. We are in touch with Ambassador Masharia, the PS for Foreign Affairs. We are also, of course, in touch with Madam Betty Maina, and we push the governor every day to try and have something working for us. What we know is we have been told there is something that is being discussed, but of course they are cagey, because every time the government of Kenya talks anything about that concerns Somalia, the Somali government reacts that they are interfering in their internal affairs. So these government officers have said, yes, we can tell you something may be going on. We are not going to be public about it because of this kind of reactions. We want it to be smooth, and they don't also want to be blamed again for as the ones that have caused the collapse of the talks. You remember the government of Kenya has gone out of its way to kind of get us this market back. Of course, we know in some instances they have been wrong. We know as industry players they were wrong to bring the president of Somaliland here at the time they did. That was a very miscalculated move. They had not looked properly at the issues at play, especially about the airspace control. The airspace of Somalia as a whole remains in the hands of Mogadishu. There is no way you can access Somaliland without the authority of Mogadishu. So bringing that president here was really quite misplaced, and it is what we suspect may have triggered Mogadishu to cut ties with Kenya. And it also put us in an awkward position, because we had been denying that we are interfering with the internal affairs of that country. That became now public knowledge. You have this is a breakaway state. You are here giving presidential invitation and even welcome and engagement with to that all the way from the president level. And Mogadishu, I think, was not happy with it. The other thing that is happening is maybe expectation that electioneering in Somalia will end. That it will happen on the 8th of February. It's only barely 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks away. And we hope whatever happens, Somalia is our neighbor. Kenya, we are neighbors. We cannot run away from one another. And we hope that whatever talks are happening can really be fast-tracked, and we finish with it. Maybe the other talks that we know are going on is talks to get us other markets, alternative, or not alternative. We don't want to go the alternative way. Mogadishu is a huge market for us. Actually, it's the net worth of Mogadishu for the Miraa industry cannot be compared to anyone else. But there are other additional markets, potential markets like Djibouti. We have Israel, we have Yemen, Mozambique, Maputo, DRC. All these are markets that we have tabled to the Minister of Trade, Minister of Agriculture, aware of it. Minister of Agriculture and sent a team to these markets, and they have the reports. Maybe what we can say is these reports that sit at the Minister of Agriculture are what needs to be acted on. Our strained relations with Somalia have no relation with us getting the markets in Djibouti. They are not related at all. So we don't really know. And as traders, we've been to those markets from our own pockets. We've seen for ourselves. We have potential and non-importers in those who are ready. And all the government says is we don't want to do it haphazardly. Let us have some understanding with your government. Let us have a way of doing business so that, and we appreciate that, because we also would want Miraa to be streamlined or to be mainstreamed like any other. You cannot just wake up one day and start exporting flowers. Or you cannot, there are arrangements that are in place, yes. So we actually appreciate what they want. We've presented these positions to the government, but government.
Moving at a really slow pace that, and the Miraa is rotting in the farms. Yes. So I understand in August Somalia gave some conditions that were supposed to be met by Miraa traders to, export the Miraa to their country before they lift the ban. What are some of these, tough conditions that were given to Kenya?
It is. We have heard about these terms, these conditions that they are talking about. They talk about conditions that were. We had a team that left here immediately. The restrictions or the coronavirus conditions were played down. After that was in August, and then they left. When they opened up, they left Miraa, and we sent a delegation there. The delegation was told by the President Famanjo himself that we've written to your government. We were only told these conditions verbally. We didn't see the letter. Actually, we requested as an association to be shown the letter that was a copy of it so that we can make a follow-up with the government. That never happened. But they were talking, it is not the traders literally who are supposed to do those things. It's government thing. It is government thing. Because they talk about visa on arrival at Jomo Kenyatta. We have nothing to do with that. They talk about that is visa on arrival for Somali passport holders. They talk about not being forced to go through Wajir. From Somalia you have to bypass Wajir, and then before you come to JKI. So they wanted direct flights from Mogadishu to Jomo Kenyatta. That has nothing to do with us. They talk about Jubaland. Where does we don't, so many of us don't even really know what Jubaland is all about. They talk about sovereignty, of the interference with their sovereignty. How do we don't, those are things to do with other people. So in everything, in a nutshell, these, whatever conditions, for us as traders and as farmers, they don't we have nothing to do with it, and that's why we are saying it is all in the hands of the government. How they are playing, whatever is at play, we really don't know. They've talked about, they actually said the matter of marine boundary, but Famanjo himself said he's not keen on that because it's already at some court. So all these other issues, sincerely, for us, they don't concern us. It's we have given a mandate to somebody else to negotiate for us those kind of things, and we are wondering what is it that is we are not really seeing what it is that is so difficult about these things. Visa on arrival. There is the matter of the boundary. We have quite some, almost 700 something kilometer boundary with Somalia. Ethiopia has a longer boundary with Somalia. They don't have the kind of challenges we have. So for us as traders, all along, Ethiopian Miraa producers have been transporting their Miraa across the border without a problem. So we cannot be allowed to, Kenyan side. So the conditions they gave have nothing to do with the trade. They have everything to do with government to government. Again, this matter is cropping up because we've been, for the way the Miraa business has been running, and the way the history of Somali government or the Somali itself, the only relation that was there between Somalia and Kenya is the Miraa business. And the people on the other side are also kind of like quite close to us. We've worked through everything together. We were quite connected to this government. We know what happens. So when you give all these conditions and everything, we really lose track of where we are going wrong. There was an attempt to pass Miraa as a possible transmitter of corona, but that has been proven by time to be not accurate, because Miraa in Kenya we have never been restricted from selling or chewing, and there has not been any correlation at all. Actually, you go to chewers and you will see we social distance and do all those things. So it is not we don't really get it. Let the government do what it's supposed to do. For us, we can do what we can do, and there's nothing that can be said to be happening in Somalia which we don't know. We'd want Somalia to be peaceful. It's the biggest market for us. We hope they can have a peaceful and whatever fair transition. Whatever they are doing, it's their business. And actually we are asking ourselves, what is Kenya after? What do we have to gain for interfering in the sovereignty of Somalia? Literally, we are like a big brother to them. We should be conducting ourselves like that. And we are liking the kind of a pullback that the government has done now. But it has to be productive for us. It has to be fruitful for us, because what is the point of all these engagements if it does not benefit your citizens? If the Miraa farmers in Meru are suffering the way they are suffering, if Miraa farming is also a big investment. Yeah, it's a huge investment, but we are not seeing the enthusiasm from the government. There was IGAD the other day. That's why even the association, we don't even know what to say anymore. We were hoping when President Famanjo and President Uhuru talk, like we are face to face now, these matters will be resolved. I'm insisting, we don't see what it is that was very difficult, or that is very difficult. And we were hoping that when the president and president meet, these things will be ironed out. But lately what we are hearing is the president again passed some written something to President Uhuru, and as of yesterday we were getting information that Our president has kept quiet about it, and maybe that's why again they are annoyed. But so we don't know the strategy of government. Yeah.
What are the volumes that you sell to this big market, and in this regard, you know, the amount of money that is, you know, the traders are losing by this market being not open for Kenya?
A reserved figure, a very reserved figure of the volumes that go to Somalia is not less than 50 tons every day. 50 tons every day. That leaves Jomo Kenyatta and Wilson, and some of it like maybe 4 or 5 tons by sea. So these at the farm, you know, we cannot speculate. The markets, in the market, the values fluctuate. But at the farm gate, we cannot rake in less than an average of 15 million every day. And that is all of it going to waste. So, you know, the other beauty with Somalia is they have money power, they have liquidity. You don't go struggling too much. The kind of money you attract per unit from Mogadishu, you can't get from Hargeisa. Even the quality of Miraa that we sell in Mogadishu is not what you sell to other places. You are able to attract top dollar from them. And we are seeing, if you come to Maua, you will really be astonished at the kind of the level of activity. It's almost zero. There is nothing happening, because those are economies that rotate around the Miraa business. The money that flows around there is Miraa money. And it is not just Maua. Actually, Meru County right now is a subdued county. It is going to be showing in the revenues. You go to Isili, everybody is complaining. We have the Isili business community. They are also feeling it the way we are feeling it. They know the impact of the Miraa trade not being as it should be, because that also economy is around Miraa. We have other cities like Mombasa. We have Garissa, Wajir. All these places are even places like Kisumu. You go ask them; they'll tell you, we know there's a problem. So everybody is a kind of feeling touched. We actually feel even the dollar sliding as an issue. The kind of inflows that come from Mogadishu cannot be overstated. That is foreign money. And even if Somalia, in one of the conditions that I didn't mention, is they need, when we ship our Miraa, they can as well sell us something. We have no problem. Some of the specialty fish, these urchins and everything that are eaten in these very high-end hotels, they are there in plenty in Somalia. They want our planes to be coming back with those. Why should that be a problem, sincerely? It is something to balance the trend. Sell me something, and if you have something, and they are ready to comply with the standards. So these all flow. You go to, what is it called, Wajir Airport, is almost 100% sustained by Miraa aircrafts, besides a few military aircrafts which come there. So it's a whole economy that is feeling the pinch of this almost collapse of the Miraa industry, and we hope something can be done very, very fast about it. They want to bring other things, and what they expect from us, we are not going to give until we also have the Miraa being resolved.
Oh, great. In 20 seconds or less, where does this leave Kenyan Miraa trade?
It has left us in the doldrums, and the only rescuer is the government, the Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Trade, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Those three ministries must start reading from the same page. In our engagements, we feel as if when we meet the Minister for Trade, it's as if we are not consulting the Minister for Agriculture. It's as if they have not talked with the Minister for Foreign Affairs, and you start getting lost. So let them put their act together. Getting us new markets is easy, so that we don't have an industry, our industry, Miraa industry, going the way of coffee, going the way of pyrethrum, and going the way of cotton. That is not the way we would want. We've planted Miraa after, many of us after leaving tea, after leaving coffee, after, it is what we have. It is we have no substitute for it as it is. So let government put its act together.
Thank you so much, and definitely we hope this will be resolved as soon as possible. Thank you so much, sir, for making time for us. We definitely appreciate your coming, and we'll be having much more conversation.
Yeah, let me say very, very fast, our people, our Miraa farmers especially, I hope they hear you. That voice of hope, maybe mine is not very smooth, yours may be better. That voice of hope is what they need. Let them hold on, washikilia hapo hapo. I don't know how to say that in English. Washikilia hapo hapo. I was told yesterday, just before dawn is the darkest hour. These are good signs, just that it never worked out the way it's supposed to do, but we are sure that this thing is going to be resolved.
All right.
The elections are just around the corner. We hope when they are done, we can have some good agreements with Somalia and other markets, and we'll be back on our toes.
Definitely, that's what we are all hoping for. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And yeah, we've been having Kimanthi Munjuri, the chairman of the Nyambene Miraa Association, speaking on matters Miraa trade in Kenya, Somalia. We've heard what he's already told us, that where the trade is right now in a dilemma, whether to sell or not to sell in Somalia. We'll be telling you more as we get the updates on this Miraa trade. But now we take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be giving you the innovation and your agri-facts in the next segment.